All right, good evening, everybody. This is the BearThoughts podcast. We do this usually every Friday at 5 o'clock. Should be the time for those who are in the States and those who are else around 6 o'clock, around Eastern, more probably around 3 to 4 o'clock Western for wherever you may be. So be sure to check the local time. Be sure to like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this podcast to everybody around. And today we have Corvo Ninja back with us. Good evening, good sir. He just got back from a trip, and he's already back at work, and he wishes he's on vacation still. All right.
You got that shit right. God, the vacation was fantastic. It was. I'm not going to lie. There was no kids, no mom, just some adults hanging out. We had a great time. I mean, it was great. And then I come back, and I was like, reality set in 10 minutes after we got home. Shit was already exploding.
Yeah, reality. Oh, go back reality. It's always a wonderful thing. Did Rollover find him a little Harry Potter? You know, did he go looking through the truffles? Did he find him a little Mrs.
For the
Potter?
first, when we got there, we were still trying to figure out what the fuck we were gonna do with that ticket, you know. And Stealthy went on the hunt because we all know the Stealthy. When she gets something in her mind, damn it, she's gonna do it. So we were like, you know what? Best thing to do is just let her handle this as much as possible. So we sat down and ate, and she was running around looking, and she come back and snacked off of my shit a little bit and ran back out and looked some more. And about 10 minutes before it was time to go in the first night, she calls me. I found someone. And we're thinking, yeah, she probably found someone like Big Bubba with like neck chin hair or some shit like that. Oh, great. Now we got to deal with this, you know. And no, she found a very cute Argentinian lady. Yeah. And brought her over. So it was a 2+. She spoke Spanish, so there's that. Her and Stealthy were
buddies off the right at the back.
And then the next thing is now it's not a 3 dudes, 1 girl. It's 2 girls, 2 guys. So it made Stealthy's night, I believe, in my personal opinion, so much better. We were cracking up all night because the only time me and Rollover knew we were in the conversation is when Stealthy turned around and pointed and was like, that one and da 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 da. We were like, what? And then I would listen really close. I was like, okay, she's telling this story. And he's like, how the hell do you know? I was like, because I know bits and pieces. You know,
I've heard that phrase a couple times.
We had a good time. The girl was loved roller coasters just like we did. So we hit Velocicoaster 3 times in one night, which is an achievement because that's their most popular ride right now. We rode a lot of roller coasters, had a lot of fun, ate a lot of food, drank a shit ton of different alcohols.
A lot of butterbeer.
Yeah, I had some butterbeer, but they had I finally got me a Deathly Hollows while I was there.
What is a Deathly Hollows?
Okay, so it's like 3 different beers. And wait, let me finish. Each beer has a different viscosity.
Okay.
So when you pour them in there, they layer up.
So it looks like one of those things you flip over and they kind of all blend, but then they slowly go to their own separate little layer.
Yeah, so when you drink it, you get some of all of them, but when you sit it back down, you see them go right back. Like a magic trick, you know? And that shit was so good. I told my wife, I was like, you need to make me leave this place now. She said, why? I said, because 1 will not be enough if you don't. And then Rollover, asshole, takes me to this place in the JP area, the Jurassic Park area, where they have a Jurassic Park branded IPA. Yeah, that shit was good too. I ain't lying, bro. That shit was good.
Go have you fucked up.
Every drink was good but one. Only one. Only one was bad. Only one was bad. Because it tasted like I was eating a cedar forest. Because for some fucking reason, they put a cedar twig in the top of your drink. And everything in the drink then tastes like cedar.
Oh, that don't sound like a pleasant time.
So I was like, no. We're not drink that no more. But we had drinks the night we got there at the bar at the resort. We had drinks while we were there. Rollover swears that the damn pizza they were serving, the free pizza they were serving,
Yeah.
had crack in it because we couldn't stop eating the shit. It was really good. It was kind of, you expect you get like a little slice out of like a little place like that,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little cart or something. It'd be kind of like Walmart brand, warm your shit up. But no, this shit was like, ho, before you shut that door, give me that one. Now.
Or maybe they like do like special orders of like New York water, because everybody says that's why New York pizza tastes so good, because of their water there. So maybe they import a bunch of them down to Florida and just make a bunch of pizza out of it.
I have no idea. All I know is that shit was extremely good. Like I ate 3 slices at one point, and I was like, God Almighty, I'm gonna kill my stupid self.
You might go to look up to your wife, going, "Honey, you're gonna need to learn how to Leviosa my ass, because I ain't gonna be able to get off the ground after all this pizza and
Well, the
alcohol in
messed
my
up
system."
thing is we eat all this pizza, and you know what the next thing they do?
What?
Let's get on Rip Ride Rocket. I'm like, you realize that's got the sharpest down drop of any roller coaster here. We just ate a bunch of pizza. People behind us are gonna hate us.
Be projectile forward and upwards.
They're like, it's okay, it moves fast.
Like, I ain't gonna lean to the side. I'm just gonna go do this way, because I know it's gonna go like a air surface over my bald head. At least for me, it would just go whoop.
But yeah, we had a great time. The second night, the girl came back, but she wanted to go do some stuff, that she wanted to do, and didn't want to. She felt like she was a burden to us the first night for some reason, because she followed us around the whole night. And so she went off and did her thing, and 3 of us went off and did our thing, and we had much more fun and done much more things, and it was great. It was a good time. I'm not gonna lie. It was all good until we got home.
And then realized, sat back, you had kids, responsibility, a job. And
the upside, though, is Stealthy's washing machine got replaced the day we left. I finally got it replaced. The damn thing finally come in.
That's good.
That's a badass washing machine, dude.
Yeah, like, I'm sure it cost you a pretty penny, though.
I can load the washing machine and put all the stuff in it and let it sit, and then like an hour before I come home, punch a button on my app and it'll turn on.
Okay. Oh, that's something I actually want to talk to you about. Good that you remind me of that. Holy, good segment. Okay. Me and my wife were talking about this the other day, and since you are a person that somewhat deals in technology and remote connection with your phone, here's my setup question for you. This is a setup for you. Do you think more technologies being connected to the internet with our day and age will be a good thing or a detriment to society if we have more things connected to our phones and to the internet?
Okay, so I'm going to take 2 stances on this. Okay. It can be a good thing if you moderate yourself, and if you're trying to gather information quickly, trying to put information together quickly, you're trying to accomplish something that you need to accomplish. However, it's a very bad thing if you do not moderate yourself and you live strictly through the wire, because the problem becomes then that, like you said, you're going to have to Levioso my ass somewhere, because nobody's going to want to go anywhere and do anything. I have that issue right now. We talked about it before cast. That is causing me a problem, because those people are living by the wire, not coming in the office. So it can be a good thing, and it can be a bad thing. It's like everything in life. It boils down to how you use it. I think Stan Lee wrote it best in the Spider-Man comics. With great power comes great responsibility. And if you fuck up your responsibility, you fuck yourself up. If you treat it like you need to treat it, then you could be good at something.
Okay, so here's the thought process of how it came about. Everybody pretty much knows who Elon Musk is. It's all over the news. Elon Musk. And Elon Musk has most of his vehicles connected to the internet, right? Yep. Most of his devices are connected to the internet. And then I don't know if it's Chrysler or BMW, but a couple weeks back, they literally just released a new vehicle that, unless you buy their subscription base to their services, your sports car that they're releasing here in a couple weeks or a couple months will not have access to sport mode or to the car's full capability of going fast. Right?
See, that I feel like that is not okay.
Yeah.
If I spend the money for a piece of equipment that supposedly has this potential, I expect to be able to access that potential. I don't expect to have to pay you more money every time I want to use that potential.
Mm-hmm.
So that to me is a money grab. You know, they're just trying to grab as much money as they can, as fast as they can, however they can, and they don't care how it hits your pocket. It'd be like me buying my Jeep and them saying, okay, you can't use 4-wheel drive unless you pay the subscription. Well, what the fuck did I buy the Jeep for?
Yeah,
it's a Jeep.
You pay for you because you like crazy. They were saying like, okay, well, one, if you go to sports mode, you put the car through a higher risk of wrecking or crashing or whatever. I'm like, you should be designing and building a vehicle so it doesn't break down and crash when I go faster. Like, that's the whole point of it. You don't go and make a vehicle and say you can go from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds and then say, but yeah, you can only do that about like 10 times before the vehicle will just crash and burn. Like, I'm not buying a vehicle for that. This is the long run. And let's say, you know, for all purposes, they go someday and go, your car is connected to the internet. Well, you forgot to pay for your subscription base and off your car. Now you can't get to work. Now you can't go nowhere.
Yeah. That's bullshit.
Or just say for somebody being shit and giggles out there, someone hacks into your car remotely. You're driving.
Well, I mean, that's already been a problem for years anyway.
Yeah.
Most of the newer cars, if they have any kind of connectivity like to geolocation or to XM radio or anything like that, they're capable of being hacked, which means they're capable of being controlled. You can be driving down the road and somebody can turn your shit off.
Yeah. It could be like, you could say something they don't like your personal views, they don't like your religion, they don't like anything about you, and they go, you know what? I just feel like, because I want to make you pressing your brakes now. And I'm like, just anything connected to the internet could be vulnerable to security hacks.
Problem is no, there is no 100% security on anything that has to do with the network. Mm-hmm. Hell, there's no 100% vulnerability protection for your house. You cannot be on the internet. You can put all the fucking locks on that bitch if you want to, but if there's a pane of glass in that house, I can get the fuck in.
Yeah.
You know, people live in this bubble thinking that there's an absolute secure way. There is not. I hate to say it, guys. You can have all the guns in the world. You can have all the locks in the world. You can be off the network as much as you want to, but if somebody finds your ass and they want to get to you, they will get to you. Mm-hmm. The only thing you can do is be prepared for the eventuality that you're going to have to defend yourself. That's it. That's the best you can hope for.
And go back to the car thing. There's also like a service. I don't know if it was, someone can correct me if I'm wrong here. It could be in Elon's vehicles, but like for heated seats, I heard there's one service for like heated seats in your car. You had to buy a subscription base as well. And I don't remember if it was Tesla or someone else. And I thought that was like, for heated seats, you told me I'm buying a vehicle with heated seats that I cannot access unless I pay someone subscription base to access my heated seats.
Yeah, see, I don't know how true that is.
I would just hack into the car to turn the thing on. I'm sorry.
But I mean, in reality, all they're doing is forcing someone like me to go out there, plug into that motherfucker, figure out how to get around it, and then do a YouTube video. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then all that shit just went out the window. So all they did was just create more work for somebody else.
Yeah,
they didn't realize it.
And that to me is there's too many things going on online, too many things connected to the internet or connected to our devices. That's why web cameras like this one, y'all can't see my, maybe you can see, but like my web camera on my little arm here always has a lens on top of it, because I have in the past, honestly, truthfully, had someone turn on this camera on before in the past like once or twice, and I saw the lights go on it, and I didn't even have OBS open, so the light turned on. I'm like, that's someone accessing this camera. They can do it. They can access your monitor as well. It doesn't really matter.
Listen, I had a guy that used to work security for our department, and I've told you this story before, but I'll tell it again for any new people there. We had a guy that worked for our company. He was the security specialist for our network.
Mm-hmm.
He continuously posed, situations to the company saying, this is vulnerable. This can happen. This, of course, the company being the company and them never seeing it have happened to them before go, well, we don't need to worry about that. Nobody's ever done that to us before. Not a big deal.
Oh yeah, I read this.
This same person walked out to his car in the parking lot, grabbed a computer that didn't even belong to the company and wasn't even on our network, hacked in and took pictures of the head of the IT department through his webcam.
Yeah, I got you for it.
Walked back in and put the shit in front of him and said, I thought you said this wasn't a big deal. So yes, people, be careful of your webcams. When I walk in here, there's multiple webcams in this office. When I walk in here, I always glance across those cameras. If I see any lights on, I instantly start either unplugging or change my damn clothes because I'm probably not appropriately dressed. And if they're gonna stare at me, I'd like to look nice.
Give them a show. But like, yeah, I wish about that in a car ride. I'm like, this is a great one for Corvo. I kind of wish G was on here so I get his thoughts on it because he works in he does a class for security, cybersecurity.
Yeah, me and him had a long conversation on one of his streams one night. It went from him streaming to like a 30-minute of me and him talking back and forth, and people were going, "Hey, hey." Get back to work, fool.
Hey, when you have similar interests or a similar work environment, you tend to talk a lot about it. So yeah, I was like, oh, I gotta get Corver on this because this is right up his alley. Cause like more and more things are like we're talking about also like being like at home, like with the washing machine, being able to turn on the washing machine, turn it off. And I was like, what's the one thing that you would not want to connect to the internet? And I went oven, and she's like, why? Because one, if the oven's on, turn it on, turn it off myself. But two, I don't want someone to hack into it, turn that thing on, crank it to 1,000 or whatnot, and then come home, house on fire. I'm not having that connected to the internet. If I do it, it's going to be on my own manual turn.
Okay. So here's a piece of information. Mm-hmm. So we were talking, you posed a question, and I'm going to give you some info. Mm-hmm. Posed a question last time we were talking about, what about taking one of the servers and running 2 capture cards off of it so we didn't have to have extra hardware.
Yeah.
Or push the stream up from the hardware we're playing on. Mm-hmm. I've already talked to the Stealthy, and this will be something that will happen. And you will get to see it in the end product.
I am looking forward to it.
And I'm going to probably move the server rack either in here or into a different location. Because as it stands, that damn thing's going to have 3 servers, 2 switches, a router, a NAS, and a UPS in it.
Okay, so just say this out loud. I know you're not no Linus Tech Tips. I know you're no J2 Cents. You're nothing like that. Make a video of it, though. Make a video of it. Do a deep dive, go over the details of the parts, go over the requirements, go over the, if you have to, I think you said you have to do like emulators or whatnot to do 2 PCs on one.
Yeah, so basically I'll have to set it up as a virtual host. Hey, there's the Stealthy. He was waiting for information that he wanted you to verbally tell him what was going on with your special news. There she is.
Yeah, she is. She looks all chipper. Not wearing a skirt, though. Okay.
Why would I be wearing a skirt?
I haven't seen you wear one yet, so I was hoping I'll see you come home like wearing a skirt. So,
to be you.
Anyway, tell him your news.
Yeah, what is the news? What is the news?
I got a new job.
You got a new job. You're wearing a snake hat, I see. Snaky. Who with?
Oh, this ain't Snaky.
This is Toothless.
It looks like Snaky. Okay, so with who? With
Cleaver Brooks. Cleaver Brooks.
You got a job with Cleaver Brooks finally. Okay. Oh,
yep.
So that's how to fix your job. You can't escape her.
I told him earlier because we were talking prior to the stream about all the BS going on. I was like, but the upside is Stealthy's news does affect me. And he's like, huh? He was so confused. But yes,
He's toothless. See?
she will be working in the same company as me, and she will be making a little bit of extra cashola for the house. And the upside is, yeah, we'll try it.
The baby brought it home.
The upside is that they're giving her hours that allow her to still drop off and pick up the kids.
Okay. Quick question. I won't say the word verbiage that will give the hint here, but y'all will be able to understand it. What's going on with the side hustle?
That is actually part of this. It
has to be funded.
The jump off has to be funded.
Okay.
You can't,
so, but
you
that's
don't got the capital, you ain't gonna make nothing happen.
But no, that is still very
Not
much very much a plan, and it is slowly coming to fruition. We're doing some research on certain things that we need to make happen and stuff for that, but I look forward to the day that it's fully realized and I can be a duly and paid employee of the Stealthy Healthy Jade Fund, so that I no longer have to go to this place I go to every day.
Yeah, and put it like a bulletin board, like up on the front when people walk in, so maybe people will see it, and then like a little tear tag. Have you seen my dog kind of situation? If you want to, hire Stealthy, rip a tag. Just a thought.
Nah. You know what's going to happen if I ever leave the place I work at? There's going to be missing posters posted. Have you seen our IT guy? No?
Yeah.
I have not. No, I have not seen your IT guy.
Well, no, see, what happens is they can definitely ask you, but you can then charge them a consulting fee.
True.
There you go. I'm now a consultant.
What? Okay, did you say what area, or is that still a unknown secret? Like where will Stealthy be working at? Like, she a front desk girl? She a greeting? She is calls, I guess, tech support?
I'll explain it later.
We'll go into more deep dive later. I knew you were going to want to know.
Yeah.
So we can have a conversation after if you want to. But yeah, we're actually very excited. Because it's gonna.
Is he really wanting to see the dress though?
Yes, I do.
He does. You know he does. Look at him. See, he shakes his head. Yes, I do.
Because I've never seen you wear a dress before, ever.
I tell you what,
I look terrible.
I don't think you look gorgeous, just like he does.
Great in that dress.
Anyways,
Hey, where is my hat? It's gone missing.
Which hat?
The hat.
Oh, the hat?
Because I got this one, so I can because I like it.
Ooh, that's a good
Got fucked up saying something. I'll explain that one later.
That is a good
I have not seen
question.
And I was gonna wear it the other day for stream.
I don't know, baby. I'll help you find it later.
What?
I'll help you find that later.
Yours has been ordered.
Oh, Wall Scrolls. Why
What has
she's
been ordered? My presents?
You're the one the boys.
Oh, so don't look at my order history is what you're telling me.
Yes. Yes.
No, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
All right. What about the Wall Scrolls? Is that a?
Oh yeah. I told him I'd show them to him, even though you're gonna wrap them for me to open, but he wants to see the scrolls, and I didn't remember.
I don't know where you put them.
Oh shit.
Don't you look at me? Oh hell no!
You're gonna go do a bit of
responsible for this stuff.
Oh, I know where they are. The same area that you grabbed the boy stuff. One of them sets last night.
It's in the same spot.
Should be in the same area.
Okay.
Check because you're going that way anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I was gonna look in here to see if my hat was over here.
So let's.
By the way, make you laugh. Pants that you like so much, they're called Ric Flairs.
Woo! So, okay, now let's go to a topic that maybe not everybody's interest, but I know you and me are both interested in because, well, one, you make them, and two, I like playing them. The TCG card game and Genshin Impact.
He wants to see the tarot cards too. They're with those.
Okay. They don't look like cards. End story.
They don't look like the TCG cards, but they do look good.
Okay, so from your for a player that likes playing digital card games, I am more of a classic Pokemon card games and a little bit of the DBZ card games. That was my card games when I was growing up. What is your stance on the mechanics of this game being inside of Genshin Impact?
I enjoy the way they've laid this game out.
Mm.
I enjoy it immensely. Okay, so first off, I like not having just 2 or 4 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I like having more dice because it can be a good thing or a bad thing for you.
It definitely makes a lot of randomness. That's what I noticed.
Yes, I love that. I also love the way they made your supporting cards. You have like 3 or 4 different supporting cards types. So you have support, you have equipment, you have event. I like that because then that gives me more freedom to build my deck to my playstyle.
Okay.
I like that. I love the fact that you're not forced into only one character card, that you can have up to 3 and rotate between them, but depending upon how your strategy's working. I like the game. I'm not gonna lie. I love it a lot. It's very fun. I think it's cool that they took advantage of the fact that it's a digital card game and made it possible to have dynamic cards, viewing cards. Like I know I faced a character at one point and did not realize dynamic cards were a thing until I seen that person, and now I want them all.
Yeah, the very graphical, very like they move a
They
little
look
bit.
nice.
Yeah, they look great.
I can't say anything bad about the overall design of the cards at all. If I had to say one thing the only thing that I can think of that's negative is that occasionally I feel like we should be able to earn character cards by facing that character, not just have not necessarily having to do a specific event. So like at one point, one of the people I faced was Bennett.
Yeah.
I feel like if I beat a primary character like that and they have a card that's based on them, that I should be able to have that card at that point. Kind of like when I faced Fischl. When I finished Fischl, I obtained the Fischl card. So that's the only thing I'd have to say. I mean, you can still obtain the cards in the game without spending money or anything like that. It's a completely free to play card game still, but with the fact that you have to purchase certain things with in-game currency or credits that you get from playing the card games.
Yeah.
I really wish that some of the cards were earnable by match. I mean, some of them are, but not all of them.
Yeah, I would like it to be more like Pokemon in a sense that I will go to a gym leader, air quotes here, gym leader be the character, and the character has a stat deck around that character that I have to overcome and beat, and maybe learn how that set works to achieve the character.
It kind of is, and it kind of isn't that way. So I would say you have your trial ones that you do, just like in Pokemon, all the way up. And then when you get to a certain point, you have to do what they call an ascension game. To me, that's like taking on the gym trainer.
Yeah.
Okay. Only problem is this gym trainer he was already vastly outmatched by you. He's actually dumbing his card deck down to your level each time you do it. And I'm gonna tell you, I faced this dude a couple times. I don't even want to know what his actual deck looks like because he's gonna beat the living shit out of me.
I do have to say, because I haven't got into it too big. I've been like reading and watching a few things on it, and I'm interested because I haven't got there yet. But I do like all the subtle references to Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like it's so on the head on this.
Me and Stealthy cracked up about that shit.
I'm
so
like,
much.
wow, like they're not even trying to hide it. Like,
why would they?
Like, do you even know the writer of the show of the card game or the book is literally a writer of gambling books, manga books? Like, they literally stole his name and put it straight into the game. I'm like, the references here are just mounting. I'm loving it. I love games that are just, you know what? We're gonna poke fun of ourselves a little bit here.
I do not know.
Now, here's my question for you: can this game? Because some people are saying, this is what I'm hearing, like this is like what's making Genshin Impact what fun again. Like this is making Genshin Impact worth playing again. And in my mind, if this is what make Genshin Impact worth playing again and trying out again, why not? Why wouldn't they not just make it a separate game? Just like, hey, we can still have it in Genshin Impact, but if you want to, you can download it onto your phone and play it on your phone just by this game by itself. And
I think we will get there because, like, for example, that's the same shit that happened with Final Fantasy VIII. Triple Triad was originally in the game and everybody enjoyed it so much that eventually Triple Triad became a phone app game in and of itself.
Yeah. And then there's just like they already have like a PvP system which is not ranked. Do you think they should put it ranked? I am not a PvP player, but I do believe they should. Just because I know people out there want it, and this is the one time I think they're going to actually be able to have it without there being a pay-to-win system. That's be the hardest part, because some people are like, oh, I bought this card, I paid to win.
I think it should be ranked.
You don't think it should be ranked?
Okay. I don't think it should be, because I think what's going to happen is when you make it ranked, you're going to turn it into one of those elitists versus everybody else.
Okay.
You're going to have those people that are going to go in there, and the sole purpose of them playing Genshin is to get to the point to be able to play this card game, and they're not going to do anything else with their characters. They're just going to play the card games to become the best there is in there, just so they can bitch smack people that have been playing the game for thousands and thousands of hours, not necessarily cards, but, you know, actually playing the game, just so they can go, ha, 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 you play this game, but I destroyed you.
Yeah,
Kinda, and then it's going to cause a bunch of controversy, and I just don't want that. That's not what I want. I am perfectly okay with playing a match against Stealthy and her spanking me or me spanking her and going on about my business. I don't want it to become one of those things where I play Stealthy and say I'm the elitist, and the first thing I do is, ha ha ha, I destroyed you, I bitch smacked you, get off of my server.
Okay.
You know, kind of shit.
Okay, so let's say there's no way of buying the cards. The only way to unlock the card is to duel other AI in the game, but also you have to play the game during special events or during certain seasons of the game. And if you don't play during that time, the card's gone forever.
All right, give me just a minute. Keep it going. She needs some help real quick.
All right. I think that would be a good way to get people to keep playing the game without having to worry about them just coming in the game, getting the best cards like 1 or 2 times, or within the first week or so of playing the game, and then just start rolling over everybody. Something to actually keep people coming back is something most games do nowadays. Whether or not that is a good thing in video games, some people may say that's not, because, well, you're only incentivized to come back to play this one thing and you're back off of it again, rather than just having something you can constantly play. But now there are card games in the game, I think that is something you can constantly find yourself in Genshin Impact playing without ever having to worry about, oh my, I don't know why you look so pretty. That looks great on you.
That's a really cute dress.
That's a great dress. Even my wife says a pretty dress.
Then again, it's black, so I love it.
I think you look great.
It's
Oh my God.
So there you
it's
go.
long, I love
You've
it.
seen me in technically a skirt.
Well, it's what kind of skirt is that?
Let me see it.
It kind of looks like the skirt, kind of like from Wednesday. Not gonna lie, a little bit.
Oh, that's what everybody said, but this was actually before Wednesday premiered.
Huh?
I found it, and
Does
then
it go
later.
to her ankles?
Yes,
So, but yeah.
I think it looks great on you. I don't know why you think you don't look good in dresses. That Corvo and I will.
It's I don't look good in dresses. I just don't look good in this one. I love the dress though. I think the dress is beautiful.
I think it looks great on you, though.
There you go.
I think it suits you
And
quite
now
well.
I'm dressed.
And you black hair with the purple. I think it looks wonderful.
So there you go.
No, look at that.
Everybody happy now? We
I
good? We finally seen Stealthy in a dress. Hi. Yes.
Even your son's like, "What is this, Mama?"
Oh no, he bought it.
He's the one
Him
who
and his
bought
brother
it.
bought it.
Oh, okay.
The Fred Smith
Good
gift we got
pick.
it.
You should go back wherever you got that dress and pick out some more for her. I think she looks great in them. Of course, you need to go to work, and now the people are like, "You're always wearing blue jeans. Why did you never wear no skirts?" I only have one.
Oh, I have other skirts. It's just I need to wash them.
Oh,
It must be in here because it's not in.
I didn't see it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I also don't know where my SeaWorld hat is.
I don't either.
I'm like
Oh my
upset about that. I'm not upset about this. I'm upset
Out,
about
out, out.
Oh.
I'll find them, Grumpy. When I do, I'll let you know.
all right. Well, just be sure to let me see them because I'm definitely interested in them. Because okay, so let's talk about where do you want to see the game go? Like, where do you want to see this TCG card game go? And what do you want to see the game progress? Because some people's like they need to release new cards already.
I want to see the game. I want to see it over time progress. I want to see some of our favorite characters that aren't currently cards become cards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it ain't a bad idea that if you pull on a character and you pull that character, that you get their card.
Mm. Okay.
Or maybe making a separate, not necessarily the wish banner, but a card banner that you use some other kind of thing to draw.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm thinking like event cards. I'm thinking like maybe zone cards, like cards for like snow, water, wind. Get those elements in there.
Agree.
Combination cards where you can like take two cards of two different elements, characters, and combine them for a certain attack to do overcharge or overheats or something like that. I'm thinking I don't want to be too complex where the average Joe person like myself could not get myself into it because there's so much depth and complexity. But at the same time, I want the card game to feel like you're playing Genshin Impact.
You see the possibility of the progression, and that's what you want.
Yes.
I already can feel some of the Genshin Impact in the card game, especially like when you do an elemental burst or something and you're doing D-Luke and your freaking flaming phoenix flies across the screen and hits something, or you're playing as Fischl and you summon Oz, or, you know, I can definitely see them pulling those elements in. But I will say for a starting point, for a jumping point, this is not a bad jumping point for this.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they should get more complexity to it? Because I want it, but I'm so worried that they would go.
I want certain things, but at the same time, I don't want to sacrifice my ability to feel like I understand the game.
Yeah.
I want the ability, like you said, to have zones, to be able to change the area to an element. I want the ability to do these combos and stuff, but at the same time, I don't, because I don't want it to get so complicated, like you said, that I stop understanding the game, because then I'm not going to want to play it.
Yeah, I don't want to look at a card and read a 10-graph paragraph of it explaining to me what it does, and if this card is out, if this card is out, if this thing, if this is happening, blah, 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 and to the very, very end, and like, what's a simplified way of saying it? It does
Agreed.
more damage if you have this person out. Done.
Agreed.
And you know, if I whip out my phone and I start playing the game on my phone, let's say whatever reason I'm doing that, I don't want to be having to do some mathematics while I'm trying to figure out what this card does when I'm trying to do my next move. I just want to click something and go. That's why I like the book. That's why I like the game in Final Fantasy games.
Agreed.
They're so simple, but it can be complex, but it's so simple. Like it's a pleasure meets simplicity, but
it's finding that balance point where it's still simple enough that people enjoy playing it, but it's complicated enough that you get that stuff you really want.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very fine line. So I'm of the mind I would rather it stay as is and me enjoy playing it than it get so complicated I don't want to play it.
Yeah, it's kind of like chess. While there is 500 different ways of playing chess and different move sets you can do within one game, but it's still a simple game, you know.
We have scrolls and cards.
Okay, so like, you know, some goes forward, some go back, some go, you know, 3 over, 1 over. It's a
Heifers.
Cats.
I'm gonna wash it. Sorry. I'll at least show you the hat though. This is her hat from SeaWorld.
I thought it was a Christmas hat, but now I see the tail.
That's the Christmas hat.
And the cats found it, right?
All right.
Supposed to be.
So what do you want to see first? The cards or the
Cards.
scrolls?
I want to see the cards first. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
But yeah, simplicity is definitely be a key for a card game. But I you know, something to keep the game alive. I don't want them to break the meta too much. I kind of want the same status quo, but people figure out new ways of playing it. That makes sense.
All right. So here's your back to your cards.
Did you show him this?
Oh, okay. Looks a little. There's a little. There's a Paimon with I guess a little artwork. Get you to pack in the back of it. Tarot cards. Okay.
All right. So here's the first card.
You left in the kitchen room.
Okay. So there's no descriptions, just the characters on them, or
No, she's these are tarot cards. So this is the world card.
okay. So how do you know it's a world card? Oh, it says on the world card. Okay, they're very bottom.
So there's the world, and then here's the moon.
Okay, I can see her as the moon. All right.
And then the lovers card.
Oh, the lovers. Who's this? What? The lovers? Gotta see that.
Come on, everybody wants the pigtails, girl.
Oh yeah, but like maybe because she's an
Wait,
idol.
you're gonna love this. The death card. Guess who it is first?
Raiden?
What's your guess first?
Raiden?
Who?
Raiden?
No.
Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. That would
Okay.
make sense. That
All right. The magician card. Guess that one.
Mona. Yeah.
I like this game. The high priestess.
High priestess. That would have been. I would have chose Barber for that.
No.
Is that the other sister from there?
Jean?
No, the other sister that doesn't like to actually be in the church. She spies on everybody.
Rosaria? No. You're gonna kick yourself in the ass.
Yeah, you really are.
Oh shit! Yes. Oh god dang it! Why did I think her? God dang it!
The chariot.
I don't even know what a chariot is right now. My brain's.
A
A
chariot.
chariot is pulled by horses usually.
Oh, someone.
Egyptian. Think Egyptian.
Think Egyptian. Okay, Egyptian. Okay. Do you have all the current day characters or just like?
No. Not. It's not that. I'm just telling you. That's what a chariot is.
Oh,
It's
okay.
got
Okay.
quite a few in here.
Okay. Egypt. Well, think chariot that's pulling behind the horses.
Think of a traveler, somebody who travels a lot.
Someone who travels a lot on with well, now I don't know about on a horse.
It doesn't have to be on a
D-Luke.
horse. Remember, there's
D-Luke.
not really anybody on the horse here.
Oh, well, yeah, he does
He
travel a lot.
travels everywhere, all over the place. The fool.
This one should be kind of easy.
Bennett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew he was gonna get
The
that.
emperor.
Oh, the Emperor Raiden.
No.
No. Oh.
John Lee, bitch.
I'm sorry, I thought
Emperor.
Emperor, whatever.
Male emperor.
Is there a queen in this deck?
Justice.
Justice. Okay, who's always heard about justice in this game? There is somebody talking about justice in this game.
Well,
Jean?
not necessarily. It doesn't have to necessarily go justice like that.
Jean, there we go.
Okay. Temperance.
No.
Temperance. I don't temperance. Temperance?
Temperance, like trying to keep things to temper is kind of like to stop it from going to the extreme.
Okay, so like okay, I thought I temper in like a sword, like okay.
Yeah, temper that is actually applicable because you can't let it get too hot, you can't let it get too cold. You have to temper the blade.
Okay. Second to Maya? Oh, well, I can see that. Yeah, she's a very cool-headed person. Yeah, I can see
Okay.
that.
The Hermit.
The Hermit. Now that one I would have thought with the other guy would have been great for him.
Who?
The I forget his name.
Kazuha?
Yeah, Kato would have been a good one.
No, Kazuha's not a hermit. Remember, he likes people.
He travels all over the place.
I have no idea on this one, man. Not a clue.
He should.
Li-
Albedo.
Oh,
Lives up on the mountain all alone.
yeah, he is a bit of a hermit, isn't he? I actually forget
Okay.
about him so often, honestly.
The Devil.
The devil. Clee!
Who?
Clee!
No. No. Clee.
No.
Sorry. When I hear Piebone wants to blow up fish and blow up stuff and kill things, I think she's a fucking little demon.
Okay. The Empress.
Okay, the riding shogun, right? It has to be the
No.
riding. Really?
The Princessin. Da.
She's
Come
a
on, man. It
princess.
makes sense.
The Sun.
Right in the look
The
at her
sun.
stuff like that.
Okay,
The
Diluc.
sun.
Diluc.
No.
She's the sun?
She's all chipper and happy all the time. She's all
a
bright.
pyromaniac.
Okay. Strength.
Strength. Oh.
If you don't know this one, I'm gonna laugh.
Oritaki.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
My
right.
boy.
Judgment.
Judgment. Oh, God.
Somebody says this a lot. Think about it.
Diluc. Okay.
Yeah, got it this time.
Third time I chose Diluc.
The Star.
The star. That would have been, in my opinion, I would have chose that for official, but that's not here or there. A star. Someone likes acting. Who likes acting in the game?
Why?
Wrong kind of star. Wrong kind of star.
Because she's
Brilliant. Amazing.
Star in the sky. Brilliant. Amazing. Dazzling.
Mona, but that's not Mona. We already did Mona. So let's see. Star, amazing. I have no clue. Not a clue. I'm gonna give myself an ass for this one. Oh god, yeah, she would have been chose great one. Oh my god, I forgot about Ning Wong.
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of
This
Fortune.
one I could see you getting trouble with.
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune. Ka-ching?
They can either have good luck or like it can be more than one person. They can be good luck, bad luck. Basically, that's what it is. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Which is it? Like, where are
Ka-ching?
we gonna fall?
Who?
Ka-ching?
The twins.
The twins. Oh, okay. They definitely have a good luck, bad luck situation going on with them too.
The Hanged Man.
This one you're gonna laugh your ass off. You probably won't get it, but it's hilarious.
The Hanged Man.
Like I did not expect it either. Okay, let me put it that way. But it was funny.
Okay.
You will laugh. You won't care that you got it wrong after you see it.
Is that Goro? Yeah, I would call him more the fool, but whatever.
Okay. The Tower.
The Tower. Oh, this has to be Geo, right?
No,
No, it does not.
necessarily. Remember, the tower can be eternal.
It's an eternally strong structure.
Noel.
You're
Got
gonna
it.
be mad.
I gave you eternal.
Oh,
I tried to help.
Sorry, when I heard strong, I went Noel. She's a tower. She's a turtle. She's dependable, reliable.
I don't think he's gonna get that. I didn't get it either.
I can't read
The
it.
Hierophant.
The Hierophant.
I don't know what that is, bro. So I couldn't even give you a
I
size
didn't
clue.
either.
There's no okay. Well, it doesn't have all the characters, but I can see why they didn't like choose all the characters because there's probably not enough tarot cards and a single deck to do all the characters. Okay.
No, but they're very nice cards.
Yeah. So someone that makes cards, how much does that cost?
This,
I don't remember.
I spent 15
Oh,
bucks
they're not your
on the cards. That's what I bought them
Mhm.
for.
Seeing that the card stock, seeing how the graphics look, Do you see it as a like? See, but for someone that makes cards themselves, do you see a value in that or a value in?
Okay, so the card stock itself does not denote $15, but however, the
Mhm.
graphics are probably more than 15.
Okay. So if you cut out the design of the card and the backing being its own design as well, that would be its own thing. Okay. $15, and how many are in that deck or in that little collection? Sorry.
4, 5, 6.
They definitely have a little bit of a glare to them.
22.
22. 'Cause I can
22.
see the glare come out from them. Some of them are any of them holographic or all of them
No,
flight
they're all
base?
they're all just. I
Flight
bet
stock.
I feel like they will get better as they make them, but I just wanted the set of cards from Genshin.
Okay. All right. Now wall scrolls. Now these are something I've been looking at, but I kind of want the wall scrolls that are kind of like the artistic looks that are in the game, not other characters. But I want to see what you.
on this and you shit needed a payment revision.
When I showed it to you the other day, it didn't need it when we checked it.
Have you checked that side and see if we got an email?
No.
No.
I'm looking at hoodies.
Remember, you had me check it, and it was fine. I even handed you the phone.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, these wall scrolls are not like you see a bunch of wall scrolls online. Most of them have the white backgrounds and all that stuff. I
Mhm.
went for these because they're a little different. They do not have white backgrounds.
Okay.
They're not quite as big as some of the other ones, but I do like them. I think you will too.
Okay, I can tell they're a little bit more artistic. Okay, yeah, that's clean. That is nice, and they gave it a bit of a unique background. It used
I like
they used a default background for or that background default character model artwork for Yulin. Okay, I like it. It's nice and skinny. Won't take up a lot of wall space. You definitely could not make a soundboard out of that. When I'm looking at it, I'm going soundboard. Couldn't do it. I like it. That is clean.
You wait, it gets better. I got some nice. I got 3 of them. They're nice, and I think I spent $25 for the 3.
And you got these on
Etsy.
Etsy. Okay. Was this a custom makes or was these
No. They have them. They make them. They ship them. I was gonna get a Shogun, but that was on back order. Imagine that shit.
Oh.
So that's the first one. Let me put it back in this package. I don't want to get jacked up before I do the swap around here in the office, because when I swap around the office, that's when they're going up.
Yeah.
I didn't see the point in putting them up and taking them back down when I could just wait. But I have looked at them a couple of times just because they're beautiful.
Yeah, it's like it's my wife every time we go I get something or I get something from whatever store. I can't just like leave them inside the box. I got to take them out at least once and look at it. I am so bad at that. Like, oh, don't take it outside the box. It can be pristine. It's coming out of the box.
And here comes the next one.
Do all of them have that deep blue on it? I like that deep
No,
blue.
not all of them have the deep blue. It's depending on the character.
You got those out on.
I can see her from here, so it's pretty thin. Okay, so I would definitely say, since they are pretty thin, this is just a suggestion. Don't have to do my idea. Lights behind them. I bet it'll make it pop so much more if you put some LED lights behind those scenes. Because I can see her through the back.
But it looks good.
Yeah, it does. But like, you imagine having a little bit of a glass look to it with the lights behind it, it would pop so much more. Okay, so
we got one more, and I'll show you. Him.
Oh, you
That
gotta,
way you can be wondering who him is while I'm rolling this one up.
Oh, speaking of him, I'll talk about that afterwards. Just remind me of the 2 new characters that are coming to Genshin Impact.
Yes. We will discuss. But like I said, the Shogun was on back order because apparently everybody wants an A. So
Hey, what did you buy when you bought that?
when I bought that,
Yes. When you bought that, what did you buy?
his the scrolls right there.
I'm pissed.
Why?
Not
I'm just saying why.
they didn't.
They didn't order it.
No,
Mm.
they refused.
All right, here we go.
So I have to do it a different way, or else when I
Gonna have it.
no.
All right. Since you got sneak peek earlier, I'm not letting you do that again.
I can kind of see it from a distance, though. All right, yep. I think they look great with the lights behind them. They would just look so much. All right, so if anybody's interested in these, I can I'll put the link. I found them on the on Etsy. So if anybody's interested in these, for those of you guys interested in checking them out, here's one of them.
That's also where I got the cards from.
Okay, so apparently I cannot put the entire link here too long. Wow. Okay, well, never mind. Just find them on Etsy. Just look up Genshin Impact Wall Scrolls. You'll find them. There's one we got Yayumiko. We got, oh god gracious, people characters names. I'm not good with them. Let's see. We got Kachin, Klee, Oritaki, Kazuha, Ganyu, Hato, I forget the names. Yayumiko. I don't recognize that name. That's Child and the Raigan Shogun, but they don't have Mona.
Tartagula is Child's other name.
Yeah, that is they don't have. I didn't see Child, so they don't have Mona. So there's my hopes of getting Mona.
Well, they're steadily developing more. Those are the ones they have now.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, those are my scrolls, and I think they're fantastic.
Okay, so one person has one style of. Oh, no, they're the same style. Okay, so yeah, they're on there. You're gonna check them out. Go give them a look. Well, are the tarot cards on there as well, or are they on?
Yeah, the tarot cards are on Etsy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if everybody's interested in that, be sure to let you know where to go.
Yeah, they got them on Etsy. He just, I that's where I bought them.
The ones you bought for the other child was on Amazon.
Yes, they were. I got these on Etsy because it's the only place you can find the dark ones. And I like the dark ones. And plus, I didn't want him getting confused thinking mine was his and his was mine. No, mine.
True. Honestly, those, my opinion, look better. But you know, that's just personal taste too.
I like the contrast of the dark with like. I mean, did you see the red they used for Kazuha? That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great color for him. It's a good color scheme. I like it because it gives him more of an artistic look to it. White is just so plain. It's bland.
I like white fine on some things. It's just I like these better like this.
I like.
So my collection of wall scrolls will probably be from this person.
Yes.
Mm.
It was supposed to get here today. That's why I'm pissed. Now it won't get here till the 23rd.
Cut it close.
Yeah, real freaking close.
Oh, speaking of close, if anybody here is wanting to buy any of the merchandise from my store, you better get on it now, or you probably won't get it before Christmas. Just saying, if you don't do it now, today, as of time of this recording, there's a good chance you won't get it till after Christmas. So, heads up if you're interested. I got some new merchandise on there, and I'm trying to get some of it myself. And my parents just got some of their merchandise in, and it's like it took a while for them to get it into their house. So I don't want no one else to buy it, then ask me, where's my stuff at? I don't have no control over where the merchandise is. It just comes in when it comes in. And that's not.
Sorry, I'm sitting here thinking about how sneaky my wife is because she tells me I don't have to worry about looking at my order history. Sneaky. What
All
did you
right.
do?
So let's talk about the 2 new characters that come
I'm
in.
not gonna order shit with if I didn't ask you for your information, doofus.
I'm just cutting up with you. Okay, so the 2 new characters that are coming. Yes, one of them I'm not really excited for, but I think Stealthy is. The other one I am excited for.
Okay, so for those who do not know, the 2 new characters, I'm trying to pull up their names here because I'm not good with names. If anybody knows me very well, I am not.
If you don't get them, I got them.
Oh, give me the names. Give me the names because the little girl I don't remember her name. Yo-Yo
and
is
the little girl, and I'll hate them.
I'll hate them. Our big and beefy boy.
Yeah.
Like
The one that everybody's
Just-
like, oh, he's not as big as
jacked.
Ito until somebody stood them side by side and we're like, whoa,
Yeah.
that is a big ass scribe. I mean, that bitch has been writing with a pencil that weighs a ton.
Okay, so let's go with him first here. And this is my question to everybody here. And let me go with my thoughts and opinions on it. I'll let you go with yours secondly. I love him. Let's just put that aside. I love him. I think he's a great character. I think his storyline is great. I love his personality. His voice actor is great. That's all good. And I like he's going to be Dendro. Great. More Dendro characters. We need more Dendro characters in the game.
Yes, we do.
We need a lot more because there's not enough. Here's my complaint. I saw a video of but it's in beta, so it's not like this has to be the way it is. But in beta, all of his moves are ripoffs from other characters. Every single down to his idle attacks are literally ripoffs. His ultimates, his Q, his E, everything.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Is stolen from other characters. His ultimate is Kaching's ultimate. The little beep, 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 all that.
Okay.
That's Kaching's ultimate. His idle attack is off of like another character that uses a sword. Like all of his moves. Like they have a whole video on it. And I'm always saying you can steal from other games because that's what everybody does, right? It's just a smart thing to do. If something's good and it works, just take from it. But you're stealing from your own game and just
okay. Whoa! I'm gonna have to shut your shit down. Okay. You got to remember something. They can't always make it brand new every time, Grumpy. It's not possible.
On top of that, just because what you're seeing from the leakers don't mean shit because Nahida was not supposed to do what Nahida does.
Right, that's true. So, like you said, beta can change. I will give you that. Right. What you see in beta may not be. Hell, they may have just put those on him because they were already pre-configured just so they could see how his mechanics work inside of beta.
My only thought is like maybe they're just doing to test out if he functionally works in the game. Like y'all talked about in the past.
That's what I'm saying. They may be testing his mechanics. But the truth of the matter is, it wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if that's exactly how he came out. Because honestly, I like those mechanics.
I mean, if you're
I like those abilities. Hell, you're telling me now I get a dude that has wind that can zip zap every fucking where? Hell yeah, I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're gonna say that, you might as well just say that you hate Ayato because, no offense, his E is basically Kuching's. It's just in a different format.
His flash step, except for you can continue to do it.
Yeah.
Kuching's is basically a flash step. You just target where you're flashing to.
I would say Yayamiko would be kind of the same theme. It's a flash step from one spot to the next spot to the next spot with her poles.
Nothing is always going to be fully original. You're always going to have something to base it off.
What I'm saying is if he does come out with that skill set, you have to remember that they can't always, I mean, they're, like you said before, you said this, they're pumping material out at Mach speed. You can't always have new material and have knew everything else too. I mean, something's got to give.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
I'm not saying that that what you're saying is wrong, because we all want original moves. But I'm also saying keep your mind open to the fact that this is something people are having to put out for you, and to make their timetable, to make you happy, to have the content you need. Every now and then something's going to get reused.
Wow.
It's just the way it is.
I would say his entire kit is nothing but reuse assets.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if it'll be like that forever, but some people will be annoyed by that, because like they'll just see like, oh, that's that character, that's that character, that's that character, that's that character. There's nothing really original about him other than his looks. But like I said,
there is something original about him. I mean, he's a completely different element, which means he's going to interact doing those things differently than she does.
And he's
so like, for example, he's Dendro, right?
Yeah.
So if you pop somebody with Cooching and electric and you do her Q, well, you put an electric status on them, which means when you hit them with Animo or certain other elements, it reacts a certain way. Well, you take that same kit, as you said, but you put Animo, you put Dendro on it. Yeah, he's going to do the same physical moves, but the end result is going to be completely different. Because now they're affected with Dendro. So the following character is going to have a different reaction to it than she did. So yeah, it may not be original in the aspect of what he's physically doing, but what the outcome of it is going to be completely different.
Yeah. Oh, I was just thinking about, like, if you were to say have Kaching and him in the same group. She pops her ultimate. The ultimate hits AoE, right? It's a multi-target attack. Then you switch to him and do his same ability, multi-target attack. It hit the same. He'll hit all the same enemies in that zone. But if it's a single person attack, right, and he does a single person attack with Dendro, and she does a multi attack with Electro, well, you're not really getting the full use out of that ability.
That might be true. But chances are, if you putting both of them in a party, you're going into a shitstorm any fucking way.
Yeah.
So you're not going to have to worry about single people. You're going to want to have, I mean,
a lot of AoE.
In a scenario, I want you to think about this. Think about taking Mona and you pop her ultimate. Everything's wet. Then you pop his ultimate. Now everything's Dendro. And then you pop Coochings, and now you have just created enough Dendro cores to annihilate the fucking planet.
Yeah. But they're both gonna be having a area of effect AoE. Because there's single target, it's AoE around your body within a radius, there's AoE cone in front of you, and then there's a zone AoE, which is normally like a square meter in front of you, not like a cone, but a square. And then what would that really work with when it comes to two people that have the same looking abilities? Is his really going to be multi-character attack, or is it going to be a single character based attack? This guy has all the same animations. I don't know if all the animations hitting one character or enemy in front of you, or hitting a multitude. Well, Kaching, I know her attacks a multitude of enemies in front of you.
There again, we won't know until we experience it.
So, like I said, they all look the same, animation the same. I don't quite know if it's going to be like that when the game comes out, if it's going to play the same.
I mean, and then again, that goes back to the argument we just had with the fact that they could have put those kits on him just to see how his code was going to react in the game. Make sure that he himself is good. Now we'll focus on his skill set.
Yeah, just like drag and drop ability onto him. Let's see how it looks. All right, everything's smooth. All right, drag and drop ability. I don't know if you could do that with code in games with character models, but all the character models are the same.
What you do is you load the ability code to the character, so that when you execute, like when I hit Q, that code executes that character to execute that ability. So yeah, they have predefined kits already. I mean, hell, they could have dropped. He's a sword user, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if they had gave him Dendro, but give him something like Kazuha's swirl. Oh, that would be fucking great. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Like you
just a swirl of Dendro hitting everything, and then yeah.
And technically,
Genshin, if you're listening, I want you to steal Kazuha's kit and put it on Al-Haytham.
Yeah, a lot of characters' kits are great. Honestly, Kazuha is one of the best out there. But I think, as like I said before, for a while, I've been wanting new models. He technically is a new model when it comes
Yep.
to his outer. Like
He
his-
really is. So they listen. They gave you that.
They
So
gave you
don't bitch
that.
about the other.
Yeah. So I am not bitching at all. I'm glad that they tried to change something on it. Like the.
I'm just happy. I'm just happy that they're making him playable.
Oh yeah.
I wanted him to be playable so bad. I wanted him to be obtainable around the time that we were getting Sino and stuff because of everything going on with that whole save the god thing. Let's give them the. I still ain't seen a Dia yet though. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I like D-Loop, but when I get Dea, he's gonna have to sit on the bench.
Well, okay. When I first played Genshin Impact, I know I've been playing for a while. Second day when Genshin Impact release launched, I started playing it. A lot of characters were introduced to me in the game, and sometimes way before they were actually a playable character. Now they're releasing characters with like no idea who they are, no background, no story, no interaction with them, and here's new character. Now get to know them. Do you like that in games where you don't really?
I like the intrigue sometimes of not knowing anything about the character. I like getting the character or having to do a story quest on the release to learn about the character because if you always meet the character in game prior, there's really no mystique to it. Like I knew when we met Jingling, before we ever got her, per se, but when we met her, what she was about, because you've seen what she did in the guest battles, you already knew. There wasn't a whole lot of question marks there that you needed to learn because she pretty much told you everything about herself that you needed to know. Whereas, like when they dropped Layla, you didn't know shit about Layla until Layla was here, and then going through the process of learning Layla, I ain't gonna lie to you, she's one of my favorite characters. She's great. I mean, who else can go to sleep with a shield around her and still decimate enemies while taking a nap? I mean, and look good while she does it. I mean,
well, Yo-Yo, or is it Yo-Yo, or
I call her Yo-Yo because I don't know how else to say her name.
Yo-Yo has been a what would you call it? When someone like gets into the game system and pulls files from the game or pulls files from the programming before other people can access to it or normal people can access to it. She's been data mined. That's the word for it. Data mined for a very, 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 very long time. I'm talking about like almost back to Leeway Harbor days.
Right. You know what though? I think would be great if Genshin let that happen and then they completely changed her skill set on release.
What? No, like her model though. Her model's been out, but no one knows anything about her. But everybody's like, new character, win. And they're like, Genshin Impact, like, no, she's not coming out. And then they just decide to go, you know what? And release the floodgates. And everybody's like, there she is, playable character, Dendro. And they're like, she's been everybody been knowing about her, and she has not been once in the game. You never played with her, you never saw her, you never had an interaction with her, nothing.
Yeah. Talking about how she was data mined, because you remember way back, even like in Leeway, there was little posts here and there about, oh, somebody found out that this character's coming, but they never released her. They were keeping her hidden. They were keeping her back. And he's like, now they're like, open the floodgates, and everybody's like, there she is, playable character, there she is. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna laugh my ass off of that data miner. It's like, yeah, I know all her skills. Gets the characters like, wait, this is not the skills that I found. These are not the skills you're looking for.
So, like that to me, it was a bit of intrigue. It was a bit of excitement. Like it was never really known, but people knew about him. But like that'll be the same thing for me when Snaky Boy comes out. I'll be super excited for when he comes out, but I've been knowing about him for a long time.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
He still has so much mystery behind him that I had literally, like, all that I know is he has a snake for a pet that can talk, and he's a doctor. That's it.
Yeah, and they're going to hold off on his ass for a while, too. And you know what I'm going to laugh at is when this unassuming doctor that everybody's been going to for medicine in the game and shit comes out, and he's like, You want some of me?
yeah,
Say hello to my little snake.
yeah. Animation.
No,
It'll
number.
be, yeah, it'll go like from Naruto. You just like do some hand signs, that gets huge and drops down.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, when that man goes live, my wife is going to break her fingers getting primos because she wants a snake. She don't give a shit about him. She wants that damn snake. The snake talks.
Yeah. So
Look at her, yes, as she eats her peanut M&Ms.
it'd be like the dang, not Clee. What's her name? Fischl and her bird. Be like that situation where you constantly hear his voice talking more than
So
you
you hear that bird what he's saying is like the mechanics. So you know how Oz talks to Fischl? You can always hear the snake talking to him. Imagine
I would be happy.
if you could summon the snake like she summons Oz.
Mm-hmm. Just
That
starts
would
biting.
be badass.
Yeah, start attacking it, little your target, whatever. Yeah.
Here's something for you about your Genshin shit and the data miners and the leakers. You do realize that one of the biggest leakers out there, because of the way they were leaking shit, they got shut down to the fact that they got kicked out of beta.
Yeah. But there's still people doing it though. Like they're just being smarter about it.
Those people typically only leak out like banners and shit.
Mm.
That person was leaking out you know how we were talking about how everybody knew what Nahita's skill set was?
Yeah.
She was one of those.
Yeah,
that's why she got kicked.
And that's why her skill set changed.
Hey, for the better. I like it. It's I love her skill set.
It was supposed to be a beta. They were getting tired of everybody hounding them, going like, well, it's not the same as the beta one. They're like, but that's the whole point. It was fucking beta. We realized it didn't work, so we fucking changed it.
Yeah, it's always smart to you have people test things out, but don't let them know all the answers.
See, if I was a game developer and I was gonna have somebody
know all the answers, is the fact that she was just leaking them.
I was gonna have somebody beta, and I'm beta a new character I'm releasing into my game. I would never give them the character with the actual skill set because I'm that dick.
Yeah.
I'd let them tell me, "Oh, this works great," and I was like, "Good." Now I'm gonna put the real skill set on it and release it, and they're like, "Wait, I wanted this character because I knew it. Now I don't know nothing. Learn like everybody else, motherfucker."
Well, there were some people at one time. I forget who they were beta testing, but they beta tested the character, and their power in the beta or their strength in the beta was way higher. It wasn't broken, but it was higher than the release. Because when they were released, the character was much weaker, and a lot of people got upset about that because when they were playing in beta, they knew what was best on them, what was hitting harder, how much damage they could do per whatever attack they were doing, a combination. And when the release of her came out, they were all complaining she's not even very much viable. And I'm like, and maybe they thought she was too strong and they nerfed her a little bit. I still had fun with them. I think it might have been Yayamiko, but I could be wrong.
Yayamiko is a beast if you build her right.
Yeah,
right
I got her and I'm loving her. I'm
loving her.
I'm almost kind of fully leveled, and I'll definitely be pulling her out a lot more. But anyways,
I've got her to 90, and I've got her book almost to 90.
Mm.
But I have not got her artifacts fully realized.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her. I've got her book leveled up all the way up, and her level all the way up. I'm trying to get her artifacts leveled up now, and then if I get lucky, I'm trying to get her skills leveled up correctly, or at least get the more important ones leveled up first, then working on the lesser ones afterwards, and then maybe I get lucky while I'll get some another copy of the book so I can refine it more. But that for those who play the game right now, it's a great time. I keep on saying I'm not sponsored by Genshin Impact anymore, but if you like open world RPG role playing with some sort of co-op in the game, go check it out. It's free to play. iOS, Android, and PC, and PlayStation 4 and 5. It's a 4 and 5.
Yeah.
I think it's 4, but I don't know. Yeah.
No, it is on 5. It is on 5 because one of my regulars that watches my Final Fantasy stream is playing it on 5.
Okay. So I don't know if they crossed it over, but yeah, definitely go check it out. We're caught there for today. Thank you for coming tonight. I do appreciate it. I know it probably was a little weird, a little awkward, but be sure to share this around. Let's hit 200 by the year. Make my Christmas, make my year be great. If we could do that, not possible, but let's just try anyways. Be sure to share with all your friends. Leave a like, leave a comment down below what you think of any of the topics. Maybe something about online services with vehicles and other devices. Will you think it's a good thing, a bad idea? Would you be trying out the new car game and get you an impact? And as always, have a good day, have a good life, have a good life. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good life. Much love, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.